Okay. My talk tonight's about pull apart. This is basically what an experience that happened with me this summer. Pull apart is a well, first I didn't used to work on cars mainly because when I was a kid I told my mom I wanted to be a mechanic and she said you're not going to be a grease monkey, and I said okay. Then as I got older and decided I could make my own decisions, you know, it's kind of expensive to go out and buy a part and not know if it's actually going to fix the car if you don't know anything about it, because I didn't have the knowledge I needed to do that. But then I went to this place called Pull Apart. What Pull Apart is, it's a do-it-yourself junkyard. It's different from buying a part at just a regular junkyard. The junkyard where you go to buy a part where you're not pulling the parts out yourself, they know which makes and models have expensive parts, and they charge you, I guess usually half or a little more than what you pay retail. But Pull Apart, it doesn't matter what make or model the car that you're pulling the part off of is, it only matters what the part is. So if you're buying an air conditioning compressor, it's $13. If you're buying, you know, just, it doesn't matter whether it came off a BMW or whether it came off a Volkswagen or what. And Pull Apart, you pull the part however you can. The best way that you can get it off. If you don't have the right tool, you can break it. I mean, you don't want to do that because you may want to get back to this car later, but you know, you just do it the way you can. They add new cars frequently, and if you're really stuck, if you just don't have a tool, there are some guys there who want to make money, who will, you pay them, depending on what it is, $5 or $50, and they'll help you get a part off.
Or go at midnight.
In July, I bought a Mazda MX-6 because I thought I needed another car, and I paid about $1,250 for it. All I needed to know that worked when I bought the car was the engine, the transmission, and the air conditioning. Those worked, but the interior was trashed. I replaced almost all the interior parts. I still have electrical problems. I replaced the alternator and a wiring harness. Had problems with the gas tank. There was gas smell. It was worse than that, but I can tell you that later. Then also I had one thing that was real important was I found a good Mazda mechanic in town, and he helped me diagnose the fact that I had problems with my spark plug wires and needed new ones. Because of the stupid thing I did last weekend, that car's dead right now. And I can tell you more about that too. But anyway, what does this have to do with software repair? Well, two things. The first is reuse. Some parts are readily and reliably reused. You can take a body panel off a car, and it's not going to get dented again just because it's old. If the rims are good, the rims are good. But for other parts, it's risky, and you know, a moving part that's like to wear out, like a clutch, you don't know whether it's already worn out. Electrical parts may have already lived, you know, had their lifespan, and parts that frequently fail in that model, if it's may already be bad on the one that you're getting. Just about Pull Apart, they will allow you to buy warranties, so that, you know, if you buy an alternator there, you can pay a few bucks more, and if it's bad, you just take it back and they'll give you credit, and you can go get another one. The next thing is, Pull Apart is a great learning environment. You get the best results when you got the exact same model car that no one else has touched yet at Pull Apart. If I also you learn how to put a part. You learn how to put a part on when you take it off. And you can also make mistakes at Pull Apart, and it's really good if you do. The worst headache I had working on the Mazda was I found an engine that had already been dropped from a car, and I pulled the alternator off, and then when I got home I found out that it didn't come off that easy if the engine was still in the car. Had I taken it out of a car where the engine was already in there, then I would have known how to do it there. A problem that the test environment may have in common with Pull Apart is that if you have a shared test environment, then you don't know what some other mechanic or some other developer has done before you've gotten there. Anyway, that was my thought.